Madden 19. Okay. On this play again, I'm not looking for anything. It's just something that I come across and I observe. And what I see here is what I consider a predetermined outcome that was set up against me. Um, but I managed to get through that because I know my play. But the problem also exists with the solution. There's your running back right out there in the flat. Now, as you can see, he's got his man beat. I know that they're running at an angle. And I think most of you all will agree. When you throw the ball out here, most of the time your running back runs parallel to the lines. For some reason now, it wants to run downfield. And a lot of times when that happens, that's when you get the ball swat, which I consider predetermined as well. Just because the route runs a particular way and the same outcome happens. Otherwise, he would have pretty much run right along that 30-yard line, would have had the ball, and that would have been it. But instead, he wants to run down the field, and then this linebacker becomes Superman, and he just dives over and swat. The dives, the leaps, and the jumping here is really exaggerated. Because just because you jump or press a button to jump doesn't mean you're going to get the same jumping ability. If I'm running to my right and I try to jump to my left, my jump is not going to be the same as if I'm running to my right and I jump to my right, if you get my drift. Also, jumping, leaping, and diving does not add to your acceleration. It does not increase, I should say, your acceleration. It doesn't increase your speed. So a lot of times I see in this game where I see people just diving across the field like they're Superman, and then they swat the ball. This isn't necessarily the best example, but you'll see it when you see a DB or a linebacker diving across, giving up their full body, diving almost from, I would say, the stripes almost to the numbers. It's just unrealistic. And I get tired of that. But my main focus here was a poor blocking that you see right here. This is the all-pro tackle. As soon as I get this lined up, this is something else I wish they would change with regard to their game, being able to select players or whatever during replay much better than this. He's going to drop back. Okay, at first it looked like he said, okay, I might block him, but he's going to the outside, so I'm going to leave him alone. Now, he's got vision. This is what I'm talking about when I say vision. You got vision cones for tackles. You got vision cones. You had a vision cone for quarterback. Thank God they got rid of that thing because that was the worst thing in the world. I don't even agree with the vision cones in tackling. I don't like to see it in the game. If you have it in practice mode, fine. I don't have a problem with it. But during a game, I don't want to see any vision cones. You know, that's like a trainer type of thing. But now he has an open field view of what's going on. So now the guy's coming in. Here's the linebacker. He's about to blitz right into Martin, and Martin is standing right there. Brown is coming straight in. Look. And then he says, no, I'm not going to mess with you. I'm going over here and double team this guy. You've got your right tackle, Collins. He's kind of either relieving a block or whatever. Now he's coming down the middle and he does nothing. He says, I'm going to ignore him as well and go double team, triple team a guy over here, double team or whatever. And just sit here and do nothing. I'm not going to occupy anybody. So now he comes through, which should not have happened. I'm just sorry. It just shouldn't have happened like that. There's no chip block. There was no effort or anything to block this guy. So that's, you know, if the right guard was engaged in that double team already before he came at him, I get it. Like if he started double teaming with Collins on the right, on that guy, makes total sense if the linebacker blitzes through that hole that you see right there. See how Martin is right now? And if the linebacker blitzes through, it makes sense. Because he's double team, it would seem like he's double teaming if that's what he did, but he didn't do it. So now he's free. So now he should block. It's just that simple. Now, if he went to double team with the center right now, again, it would make sense. But there he is. He's still right there. And then as soon as he gets up on him, he just ignores him. You can't do that and call this realistic. I'm sorry, it makes no sense. Even the running back, as you can see, he's struggling to get through. Somebody should have put hands on that linebacker to make him do what you see the running back doing right now. Struggle to at least get through. But it's predetermined. But I got out of it with the throw, and it still managed to stop me with a Superman jump and slide. As you can see it all right here. Goes from here, slides, and then jumps. That's what it is. It's a slide and jump, I should say. Slides into a place where it kind of looks like it makes sense. But that's the whole idea. He slides there. He slides into that spot. And then he jumps for the swat. This has got to be taken out of the game. It makes no sense. Madden 19.